Okay, good morning. So we're heading towards Springbank Airport. Sana makalipad tayo. Last time we were there, nagkaroon ng problema yung aeroplano, so we weren't able to take off. But this time I hope it happened. Alright. So it's been a while, like halos isang taon na yata. No, what was the last time? Mga July last year yata yung huling lipad ko. And then same noong December for my multi-IFR. So right now still working on the multi-IFR, but this time it's the flight, actual flying part na, diba? So with my school, they would want you to fly, not necessarily fly, but use the simulator muna para mas tipid. Tapos then once you're comfortable with all the procedures, saka kanila palilipa rin sa aeroplano. We're using Seneca 2 turbocharge, so medyo may kamahalan siya, so it's better for you per hour, of course, and it's better for people to use the simulator para medyo makatipid, diba? Anyway, it's almost the same, different sensation, but it's almost the same. The important thing is the controls. So with the simulator, we tried ILS approach, GPS approaches, NDV, VOR, DME arc, and emergency procedures. So yeah, that day we were simulating flying from Kelowna, BC. Tapos binigyan niya ako ng assignment, and I was wondering kung bakit tinakpan niya yung papel na I usually just take a picture of it and then review. Tapos yung papel, tapos I was wondering kung ano yung nakasulat sa ilalim. And before I know it, the next day we were flying, take off, biglang yung plane, it's going everywhere, it's going to the left, so you need to put right rudder. So with that, since you're using twin engine, identify, verify, feather, or if you have time to cost check. So yun nga, he killed the left engine, so left foot, dead engine. And then nailand naman ako, which is good. Okay, we are here now at YBW Springbank Airport. Let's go. It's been a while. tayo nakalibad. So pagdating ko kanina sa school, sabi ng instructor ko, matagal kang hindi lumipad, it will be a good idea kung mag-simulator na lang muna tayo para syempre mas tipid, you know, which ended up to be a good idea because I was really rusty in terms of flying. So ano ba, saan ba ako nagkamali kanina? Mostly some of the procedures, no, not having the approach plates ready and navigating dun sa Garmin na ginagamit namin sa GPS. Garmin 450 ginagamit namin. Yeah, and then so we did some takeoff, departure procedures, okay naman, until loading those procedures. Tapos we try to fly a GPS approach, and then but he simulated na I was asked by the tower to perform a go around or a miss approach. So miss approach, conduct the miss approach procedure, tapos do the publish hold. Again, a reminder to myself na once you cross the fix, you need to tell them that you crossed the fix, you entered the hold. Tapos the second time will be established on the hold, no? Tapos noon we flew back to fly. So we were simulating landing sa Calgary International. So going back, we tried to fly, we actually did fly ILS for runway 29. Tapos we actually landed, but the thing is, common mistakes of pilots is once you see the runway, you reach the minimum, the DA minimum, tapos titingin ka na sa labas, ang nangyayari is you disregard the instrument, which is wrong. You should not disregard the instrument, because eventually what will happen, it's either you're too low or you're too high, because until you landed, your instrument is still valid, you know. So you still use your instrument. So look at your instruments, and yeah, and then pagkatapos ng flight, so but still we landed safely in one piece. And then I was confused, and I just realized, so when we were on final, na sinabi sa'yo nung terminal na you can switch to tower now, and then you switch to tower. And the difference between VFR and IFR, with VFR, once you switch to tower frequency, you ask for permission, diba? To enter or to land, whatever. Basically, you ask permission. But with IFR, you don't need to ask permission anymore, because sabi nga niya, you are already cleared to land for an approach. So all you need to tell them is what kind of approach you're gonna be doing. So with this case, we were trying to do ILS approach. So with runway 29, it has ILS, but it can also have VOR, NDB, GPS overlay, LNAV, VNAV, LPB approach, right? So sabi nga niya, you're cleared for approach, but it's just that you're not clear yet to land. But you just need to inform them what type of approach you're planning to do. So that's all you need to tell them that. So anong nangyari? So terminal, this is Golf X-ray Alpha Romeo flying ILS 29 left, inbound for landing. And then he will say, X-ray Alpha Romeo, you're clear to land, runway 29. Yeah, so it makes sense kasi with VFR, you ask permission, right? And then, wala namang ibang choice eh. You're not using instrument naman eh. Diba? So, there's only one, which is visual. That's why visual approach is not an instrument approach. But with an IFR, you need to tell them. You just need to tell them, not ask permission, but you need to tell them what type of approach you're trying to do. ILS, GPS, NTB, VOR, LTV, right? So yeah, that's a lesson for today. And ang pinaka-crucial na mistake ko kanina was fixation. So when we were trying to fly, or we were intercepting ILS 29, we were vectored to fly 240. So yung heading bug ko nasa 240. My heading bug is set up for 240 and I'm flying 240. Now we intercept the ILS already. So the ILS becomes live, right? So we're on the lock mode. And then once you're on the lock mode, you should fly the ILS. Now you should try to capture ILS, right? So when you capture ILS, basically usually most of the time you're on the base, and then you put your first flaps, and then once the glide slope turns live, and then your half scale, half dot, then you put your gear down. Ayun lang. Pero kanina we had to do it twice kasi na-intercept na yung ILS and I'm still flying. I'm flying the glide slope, but I'm not on the ILS because I'm still flying. Instead of flying 290 or 285, I was flying 240. So sabi nung instructor ko na, yo buddy, we are way off. And then I realized, shoot, I was fixated sa heading bug. Well, at least you know kung saan ka nagkamali, diba? So yun, and then we stopped the simulator and did it again. And then so that's what I did. So once na-intercept na yung ILS, you fly the ILS na. You fly the localizer, and then glide slope, and then yun nga, call tower, inform them what type of approach that you're planning to do. And then even if you see the lights or the runway, you still fly the with the instruments. And of course, every now and then looking outside that you're in line with the runway. And hopefully next 2 weeks from now, so because next week wala siyang schedule, so another week and a half or so we have to wait, unless may mag-cancel sa mga one of his student, and then we can squeeze our schedule in. So hopefully makapagpalipad na tayo with inside the actual thing. So with today, it only proves that theory is really different from actual flying the plane, because in theory you have a lot of time to think on the proper, or what the appropriate action that must be taken. Pero when you're flying, you're flying. You know, you need to think on your feet.